time to do a service on the boat. When we bought it 3 months ago, there's no indication that it's been serviced recently. Paperwork said, or the advert said, the owner serviced it last year. But I'm not convinced. The oil's black as anything, so I'm going to give it an oil change. Yesterday we had some new engine mounts fitted on the back there, and because they were worn, it broke the two mounting brackets from the mounts on the front, so we've had all them replaced. I've just tightened the steering gland up because it was squirting out, not dripping, but that's all good now. So let's get on and do an oil change. I'm not going to do the fuel filter change today because I haven't got any diesel to fill the new filter, because you've got to fill the new filter and put it on, otherwise the engine requires bleeding. So what I've got to do, let's get down in the hole and show you. Right, what we've got to do, this is a nanny engine, which is basically the same as the Beta engines. It's based on a Kubota engine. So down here you've got an oil pump there, which is a handle you lift up and down, and on the edge of it you've got a nut there, so I've got to undo that, then use this handle to pump the old oil out. And I've got this empty Alcem blue container, I'm going to pump it into there. So apparently the engine oil capacity is 5.5 litres, but you don't get the whole 5.5 litres out of it. So we're going to see how much comes out of it and then replace the oil. No, messy job, so first things first. Got some rubber gloves. Let's get on and tackle this. I'm going to try and film this as best as I can, but it is rather awkward. First of all, there's a 13mm spanner. Oh, that was quite loose. So I'll undo that nut there. Now all I've got to do is pump the handle with the bottle there so I can get the oil out. Right, let's have a go. Put you up there. Get you viewing down in the hole there. The oil's coming out. It's coming out quite fast actually.
Hey, I just realised I didn't give you any information. So just kind of
Right, that one's pretty much full. That's 4 litres out. So let's go find another bottle. Right, got this old water bottle we use for drinking water because we don't drink out of our tank. Let's see how much more we get out of there. That's it. I think there's another litre in there. That's about 5 litres come out of there. That is black. I really don't think that's been serviced in quite a long time. Right, let's deal with the oil filter. Right, the oil filter is there. I don't have an oil filter removal tool, so wrench, so I'm going to have to try and remove it by hand, but I'm going to put some cloths and that underneath to soak up any excess oil that comes out. Right, I've got a big bundle of old rags underneath. Let's see if we can get this off. It's a very awkward place. It's coming off. There's a bit of oil coming out. Yeah, you can see how black that oil is, look. Very black. Let's empty that in there. Yeah, I don't believe that's been serviced in quite a long time. And by all accounts it was a marina boat and it was hardly ever taken out. Just in the marina all the time. Right, let's go and get the other oil filter. See how far we are onto it. I'm not even registering on the dipstick yet. Keep going. That's about 2/3 of the can in. I'll let that settle down for a second. Have a sip of tea. We should, within the next couple of weeks, be going through London and onto the Thames, and the tidal Thames is a little bit scary for us because we haven't done it yet, so which is why I want the engine all in, running in tip-top condition. That's why we've had the engine mounts done and that. So hopefully we will have no problems on the tidal Thames. Clean the dipstick, put it back in, get reading. just registering on the bottom at the moment, so we need some more oil in there. Let that settle for a second. Another sip of tea. I think that's nearly up to max now. Alright, while that's settling, let's put the nut back on. The bolt. So we don't start it up and squirt oil everywhere. Check the dipstick again. Yeah, it looks like that's up to maximum, so I've got that spot on first time, which is good. Let's replace that and run her up. Right. Blue plugs on, out of gear. Alright, we'll let that run for a couple of minutes, then check the leaks, then recheck the dipstick, and see how we go from there. It's definitely a lot quieter than it was. That service was long overdue. Right, ran it for a few minutes. Let's check for leaks. None there. All good, I think. Let's check the dipstick. Although it needs to settle again to get an accurate reading. We'll leave that. But that's the oil change complete anyway. And that's how easy it is to do it on a nanny stroke computer, Kabuto, or Beta marine engine. They're pretty much all the same on the narrowboats. So save yourself a fortune. I've got to do the diesel filter, but like I say, I haven't got a can for that, so I'll do that another time. Have a hot spell next week. 24 degrees at the end of April. It's going to be amazing, so I'm going to get in here and hopefully clean out, degrease, scrape and de-rust, and treat it and paint this engine bay, because I'm not happy the way it is. But yeah, there you go, oil change done. Our engine's so much quieter now. I just adjusted the tick over, I brought it up a little bit because the engine was vibrating. It was just over 1,000 revs and it was just vibrating too much, shaking the boards and rattling everything inside. So I just brought it up a little bit, just under 1100, and that settled things down and it's nice and quiet. A lovely day on the Grand Union. We are just on the outskirts of Watford. Watford town centre's over that way, and down that way is Rickmansworth, and not today, not tomorrow, but the day after we're gonna move down and get further into, we're in Greater London now, but get further in towards London. Stop for a couple of days before we book the Brentford lock, so we can go onto the tidal Thames and then onto the River Thames after Teddington lock. We're going to moor up at Kingston upon Thames for a few days because we like it. That's one of our favourite places. We visited there a lot, and then from there we'll be heading along the Thames to Reading and then onto the Kennet and Avon. I'm happy now that the boat's all ready, the engine's done, seaworthy. The swan's there. The swan down there, he comes and taps on your window for food, and he did it at 1:20 this morning, which was very nice of him. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Help us grow, and yeah, subscribe if you want to see more boat adventures. Bye for now.